Have you noticed that as the years go by, your cat's behavior starts to change? They move more slowly, more calmly, and sometimes they even seem more needy or quiet. But is that normal? Could they be trying to tell you something? In this video, we're going to talk about what happens to cats as they grow older, and especially about those subtle changes that many pet parents start to notice, but don't always understand. These are small shifts, but they say a lot about your cat's health, well-being, and even emotional state. If you have a senior cat at home, or if you know someone going through this stage with their pet, stay with us, because understanding these signs can completely change the way you care for them and help ensure they enjoy a peaceful, safe, and love-filled old age. And if you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos made with care and responsibility just for you. Visible physical changes. As cats age, their bodies begin to show subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, signs that time is passing. It's as if every strand of fur, every slower movement, tells a story of everything they've lived through by our side. One of the first changes many pet parents notice is in their cat's coat. The fur may lose its shine, feel rougher to the touch, and in some cases, gray hairs start to appear, especially around the muzzle. This doesn't mean your cat is sick. It simply means they're entering a new stage of life. Their movements change too. That agile leap to the top of the fridge might be replaced by a more cautious walk, with pauses between steps. Many senior cats develop arthritis or other joint issues, making even something as simple as jumping onto a chair a real challenge. That's why they may start avoiding high places or prefer to spend more time lying down. Another common physical sign is increased sleep. If your cat already slept a lot before, now they might sleep even more. This happens because their metabolism slows down and their body needs more time to recover. Rest becomes a natural priority. These physical changes shouldn't be seen as a cause for worry, but rather as signs to observe with care and affection. They're part of a life cycle and show that your cat needs care that's adapted to this new phase. And above all, they remind us that your cat is still the same loyal companion, just with a calmer rhythm and a lifetime of wisdom. New or intensified behaviors. As cats get older, it's not just their bodies that change. Their behavior shifts too. And it's often during this stage that many start doing something that really stands out, meowing louder and more frequently, especially at night. This nighttime meowing might sound like a complaint, but it can actually be linked to a condition called feline cognitive dysfunction, a kind of dementia that affects senior cats. They may feel disoriented, forget where they are, or even fail to recognize familiar surroundings. And since they don't know how else to express it, they use their voice to try to communicate. Some cats also become more clingy. They want to be held more often, seek extra attention, follow their human around the house, and seem unwilling to be alone. Others do the opposite. They withdraw, avoid contact, and prefer to stay in quiet corners. These behavioral changes aren't just emotional. They can be signs of physical pain, mental confusion, or even hormonal shifts. There are also cats that begin walking in circles, staring off into space, or appearing lost in their own home. These signs may be subtle at first, but they tend to become more noticeable over time. And it's important for pet parents to stay alert, because these behaviors are often silent cries for help. The most important thing to remember is that your cat isn't acting strange. They're aging. And just like us, they need understanding, patience, and special care. Changes in grooming and eating habits. As cats age, they also begin to change some of their most personal habits, the ones that often go unnoticed in daily life. One of the first signs is grooming. Cats are known for being extremely clean, spending hours licking themselves and keeping their fur in order. But as they get older, this behavior may decrease. Your cat might stop grooming as often or leave certain areas, especially the back and rear, unclean. This can happen due to joint pain that makes movement difficult or simply from a lack of energy and motivation. Another important point is litter box use. A cat that's always been tidy may start going outside the box. And this isn't a sign of bad behavior, it's a warning. They might be struggling to get into the box or unable to position themselves properly because of pain. In some cases, it could even be due to cognitive confusion, as we mentioned earlier. Eating habits also change. Some senior cats lose their appetite, eat less, or become pickier. Others may eat more slowly, have trouble chewing, or stop drinking water like they used to. These changes can be linked to dental issues, digestive problems, or simply the natural aging of the body. It's essential for pet parents to pay close attention to these behaviors. Small changes can be signs of much bigger needs. What you can do to help. Knowing that your cat is getting older can bring a mix of emotions. On one hand, there's the deep affection built over the years. On the other, the concern about their well-being in this new phase of life. But the good news is, there's a lot you can do to make your companion's life more comfortable and joyful. The first step is keeping up with regular veterinary checkups. Routine visits help catch problems before they become serious. Many pet parents assume that because their cat is quieter, they must be fine. But silence can hide pain, discomfort, or illnesses that only a professional can detect. Another important action is adapting your home environment. If your cat used to jump onto high furniture, they might now need ramps or small steps to keep exploring their favorite spots. Soft beds placed in quiet areas can also help relieve joint pain and offer more restful sleep. Nutrition deserves special attention. There are specific foods designed for senior cats, with ingredients that support digestion, strengthen joints, and help maintain a healthy immune system. And if your cat is eating less, it's worth talking to your vet about supplements or alternatives that can help stimulate their appetite. But above all, what makes the biggest difference is love and affection. Older cats need patience, companionship, and respect for their new pace. They may not play like they used to, but they still enjoy being close, receiving gentle pets, and feeling like they're still part of the family. Caring for a senior cat is a profound act of love. It's about recognizing everything they've given you and giving back with attention, comfort, and kindness. And with these simple steps, you can make this stage of life just as special as all the others. Aging is a natural process for us and for our cats. While this phase brings its challenges, it can also be filled with tenderness, connection, and meaningful moments. When we understand the physical and behavioral changes that cats go through in old age, we're able to give them the care they truly deserve, honoring their pace and their needs. If you have a senior cat at home, observe them with love. Every new behavior might be a way of communicating. And every gesture you make, whether it's a softer bed, a vet visit, or a simple cuddle, can make a world of difference in their life. Now we'd love to hear from you. Has your cat started doing something different with age? Was there a change that caught your attention? Share your experience in the comments. It might help other pet parents too. If this video helped you, share it with other pet lovers. And don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.